And now we're gonna do something everybody like to do. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yo, this is Chali 2na from Jurassic 5.
This is Mark Ray.
This is Craig Charles.
And you are now tuned into Joints and Jams
with Shaka Loves You.
With Shaka Loves You.
With Shaka Loves You on Soho Radio. Listen on the slide.
You gotta have tiny legs.
Nah, longer fingers, I think. Yeah.
I can ruin any party, mate.
Just say no.
and good luck on y'all show, man, for real.
So we're here in stereo, and it's Mr. Chali 2na.
Hello.
Chali?
It's been good.
Thanks for taking the time to answer the questions.
No problem.
So, 20 years of Ozomatli.
Yes, sir.
How's the journey been?
It's been longer than 20 years, actually, but we just been telling y'all 20 years.
Yeah.
It's been actually about 22 years. It's been amazing to me to be one of the components that helped start the band, first and foremost. You know what I'm saying? I had to kind of, between Jurassic 5 and Ozomatli, kind of make a choice. You know, the fellas inside each group was like, make a choice. So when I left and went with Jurassic, for the most part, their real journey began. They won 3 Grammys and became the cultural ambassadors of America through the Bush administration, and was able to like travel the world and do things that, you know, the normal musicians couldn't do. So it's cool to be able to have been like part of the kickstart of that, and also like to come full circle, man, after 20 years. You
Must
know?
be nice to be back on the road with it.
Yeah, man. It's like on your favorite bike, but you didn't see it for a while. Yeah.
So you've been to Glasgow quite a few times over the years. Jurassic 5, Funk Hunters, Crafty Cuts more recently. How do you find the Scottish crowd?
Always crazy, man. You guys are always like extremely lively, man. Everybody got a lot of energy, man, and just don't care whether it's like a small cramped in venue or something like massively big. It's always like the same energy I'm gonna get. I'm looking forward to that. I'm like, I already know, like, yeah, it's gonna be great. So yeah.
So we watched This Is the Life recently.
Oh, you did?
Tell us about what it was like coming up in that good life scene in LA at the time.
In the age of NWA, when NWA basically introduced gangster rap to the whole world, you guys over here turned against it, kinda, shut down, started creating your own shit like jungle and drum and bass and all of these things. We embraced it from an industry perspective. The industry was like, oh, this is the new thing selling, so every label wanted them in NWA.
So was it like a pushback against it a little bit, or was it just you guys kind of...
Well, that's what I was gonna say. It's like every label wanted an NWA, and so that left all of the people who were like conscious rap and doing everything outside of what gangster rap was, and we had no real outlets. So it was a blessing that, you know, some of our elders in the neighborhood, in the community, were like, you know, willing to give up a night a week of their, you know, health food store, man, for us to be able to just come and do some spoken word, which turned to rap and singing and all of the rest of the stuff. I always call that my college years, and it was beautifully captured by Ava DuVernay in the movie This Is Life. So it's amazing, man. It was like it really helped me hone the skill that I got today, for sure.
Was it a competitive scene, or was it
man, very much competitive. Yeah. Even if people didn't say, it was definitely a competitive scene.
Pass the mic thing looked pretty.
Oh, it was
really
ridiculous.
brutal, man.
Yeah, that pass the mic thing was something that really like, it was a you know how they say it's not the limitations, it's what you do with the limitations that make you, you know what I'm saying, a better artist or what have you. Yeah. It was one of those barriers, like, okay, we don't want to go over there. Whatever we do, can't get that, you know, to happen. So it was that was a brutal thing, man. Please pass the mic thing. Sure. It really was.
When you were growing up and coming up, was there any like standout influences that you had that kind of really shaped you as an artist?
Yeah, well, first and foremost, I'm gonna say I got 2 uncles that paint like nobody's business, and one of them can play the flute and the piano, and I was really inspired by just watching him because he wrote poetry, he did all this artistic shit, and I was just like, dude, I kind of want to be like that guy. But then I got like so many people in my family that paint and do all of these different things. But then like artist-wise, like, you know, I want to say my mom and my dad used to listen to all types of soul and reggae music and salsa music and rock and roll and disco and house music, all this shit. You know, on Sunday mornings cleaning up the house, yeah. She had, you know, they collected records, so it was like LPs everywhere, you know what I mean? And I could paint, so I used to take the record covers and while they were listening, like try to draw them, read them, and all of this different stuff. So I think that's what really got me into it. So I'm saying like Bob Marley, Stevie Wonder, Earth, Wind and Fire, the Bee Gees. You know what I'm saying? It just goes. That's an eclectic thing. I'm definitely grateful for that for sure.
Talking about the painting, a lot of people might not know that you're a painter, graffiti artist.
Yeah,
What
man.
came first?
The graffiti came before all of this stuff.
Oh, before the music?
Yeah, definitely before the music. That's why I always say I'm a painter who can rap. You know what I mean? It came before. It introduced me to what hip hop was. A friend of mine named Dave moved to Chicago where I was living from the Bronx when all of the hip hop stuff started to turn, when the Fort Apache stuff started to happen and everybody was burning down their buildings, collecting insurance. And he lived in one of those buildings and moved to Chicago because his mom's and them, you know, was part of a situation where the building got burned down or what have you. But he was trying to tell us who lived in the building and around in the neighborhood about all of the things that was happening in the Bronx, where we were like immersed in house music and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, the original like disco style.
Yeah.
And I was just amazed because I could draw. I'm like, dude, he showed me this photo album with just all this dope shit in it on trains in New York, and I'm just like, you can do that with a spray can? I was sold at like, man, 11 years old. That was it.
So I don't know if you saw Daryl from Run DMC's video that he posted.
Yeah, I reposted that. You talking about the one about what happened to hip
What
hop?
the fuck happened to hip hop?
Yes, sir. I definitely feel like that was wise words from my man Daryl Mack. So big respect to DMC. At the same time, though, I feel that there's not enough of us older guys reaching back, trying to at least make these guys comfortable enough to want to open up to us. You know what I'm saying? And want to learn from us and things like that. You know, we can show them different little tricks of the trade, but they're not thinking about that
Seems
because
like
of money.
an us and them thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a money thing, man. These young kids is making more money than a lot of the cats that have been around now. So it's like you can't tell me nothing. And in a society where we live at, with our president, one of the greediest motherfuckers on the planet Earth, you know, it makes it easy for, you know, the everyday kid to be like, I got to go get money, and that's that. You know what I mean? And that's the problem, I think. You know what I'm saying? It steps past the art form. You know?
Also, social media nowadays, massive sort of driving force for these guys.
It helped it,
And
yeah.
Back in the day, for you guys, it was getting out doing shows.
Exactly.
There's no Instagram, there's no Facebook.
Exactly.
There's flyers, just hustle, right?
That's right. I know a world without the internet.
Yeah.
And that definitely plays a big part, for sure. For sure.
You could give young Charlie one bit of advice.
The young Charlie, stay the course, man. Don't worry about it, because some shit gonna happen to you that you ain't gonna even trip. You ain't gonna even be able to. Don't even trip.
Journey.
Enjoy the journey.
That's it, man.
Yeah, man.
So we put a shout on our socials yesterday, and people messaged in with some questions.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah.
We've got a few. First one, I'm gonna murder this guy's name. Takuya Fukukawa.
Japanese guy.
Yeah, I think so. He's got two questions.
Okay.
What's the secret to your deep voice?
The secret is that there is no secret. My father had a real deep voice. Let him tell it. I had this a deeper voice than I should have had as a kid. And there's a brand of tuna in America called Starkiss. And there's their logo is this dude named Charlie, the tuna. And he had a deep voice, big blue fish with a deep voice. And this whole thing was, tell him Charlie sent you. My father thought that was funny. And since I was 5 years old, he was calling me that. So that's kind of how I got the name.
Is that the fish you paint as well?
No, the fish that I paint was like a mutation of just all these different shit, you know what I mean? But I hold true to the fish theme because of my dad, no question. So, but yeah, the deep voice part, I don't know. It just happened. I thank God for it. That's for real.
Second one is a tough one. Who's your favorite MC?
Wow, I got a few. So initially, it was Rakim because he definitely was instrumental in showing me how to use my voice, so to speak. But then I started gravitating to a lot of different cats. I mean, my first real initial love, like MC love, was for Melly Mel. I was like, this dude is fucking wow, right? I mean, you know, rapper's delight for sure. But Melly Mel's voice got me. I was like, whoa. And then when I heard the message for the first time, I was living in that first verse he sang. I was living in that condition. So he described my house, and I was just like, I was in love ever since. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Mel, Rakim, Chuck D.
Any new school cats you digging?
Yeah, I love me some Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? I'm loving a lot of shit that J. Cole is doing. I don't know if you know who Afro is. You should check him out. He's a young dude coming up, man, from Los Angeles, man. He rolls around with R.A. the Rugged Man. But yeah, bro is hard.
Will Lardner, he's got two questions as well. Would you rather have fingers as long as your legs or legs as long as your fingers?
fingers as long as my legs, or
I
legs
had to think about it, right?
as long as my fingers.
So you either have tiny legs.
Nah,
Massive fingers.
longer fingers, I think. Yeah, definitely.
Casio Wax asks, what CD is in your car right now? You rolling the CDs still?
No, man, I got my phone.
Yeah.
None.
Okay, what's on Charlie's Spotify then?
Wow, I got like a few playlists, man. I got a serious dancehall playlist with them. Yeah. All of the old 80s and 90s dancehall in it. I'm talking Beanie Man. I'm talking General Degree. I'm talking, whole heap of people, man. I got it's a salsa playlist with just from Eddie Palmieri to like all of the Fania All-Stars and all those cats. You know what I'm saying? Hector Lavoe and all those dudes. Willie Colon and all them cats. I got just hip-hop. Once again, 80s, 90s. You know what I'm saying? Just a hodgepodge. No CDs though, sorry.
And Joanne Beaton asks, are you single?
No, I'm not single. I've been married. My anniversary will be in about a week. 18 years, man. It's a long time. Thank you, man.
And we're going to finish off some rapid fire questions. All right. Breakfast or brunch?
Breakfast.
Festivals or clubs?
Both.
Tough one, right? Lyrics or beats?
Well, as a wordsmith, I'm going to say I gravitate the lyrics first.
City or countryside?
City.
Jurassic 5 or Jurassic Park?
5.
Pancake or waffle?
Oh, wow. Waffle. I'll say waffle.
Netflix or chill?
Both.
Graffiti or street art?
Graffiti, man. Street art is a commercialized term. It kills me.
Star Wars or Star Trek?
Wars.
Summer or winter?
Summer.
Blunts or pipes?
That sucks. Papers.
Okay. Crafty cuts or craft cheese slices?
Crafty cuts, man. That's dope.
Computer games or board games?
Board games. Man.
DJ or band?
Both. I can't even choose between the two.
Taking pictures or painting pictures?
Painting. But I love taking pictures.
And Newmark or cut chemist?
It depends on what you're looking for.
You
right?
don't have to answer that, man.
No, yeah, those are my brothers, man. So look, you looking for just extremely technical scratches, cut fucking chemists, right? But if you're looking for like a drummer's timing and some crazy
Back
toys,
head,
Newmark. No question.
Charlie, thank you so much for
Yeah,
taking
no
time,
problem, man. Thank you guys. Respect, man.
Thank you, man.
And good luck on y'all show, man, for real.